can't see me. Let's go.
What up, what up, y'all? You can't see me here today, back again. You already know what it is. Today we are looking at the Planet Nomads update 0.7. And I like the way the developers continue to update it and patch it constantly. They've committed to a weekly Thursday update of small things. I mean, it could be a gun, it could be something that people needed in the game that'll help the game, and they'll add it. And then they'll do larger, massive updates. So this is what this 0.7 update is. It's one of the largest updates since they began creating the game. And so I'm really glad to be a part of this game with the early access. I have enjoyed it every moment playing it. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let me know if you like these types of videos where we look more in depth and just, do some discussion. And if you've played Planet Nomads or you're thinking of picking it up, let me know. All right. So dearest Nomads, the biggest update since we added survival is finally here. Check what's new neatly in one place. And I like that, man. And the developers are really dedicated to the updates. Awakening what's new. So it looks like they've added animal diversity. So they have these alien species that look like cows. It may look like a deer or a moose. They're these little insects that are actually fairly large for insects. So these are the cows right here, and they've actually added diversity, 6 species, 4 specimen. So these are the specimen. You have the alpha male, you have the regular male, you have the female, and the youngling. You see the alpha male has really large horns, while the regular male has some smaller horns. And then you see the female and the younglings. That's pretty cool. And they have climate variations. So I feel like animals will only be in certain climates, certain animals in certain climates. That's a dope little update. The animals didn't react very realistically if you base them on like their human or earth counterparts. So like the cow, for instance, would attack you. They actually, which is the next update, engaging animals, new AI to catch you off guard with adaptive behavior. From what I had read, like the cows, for instance, they'll run away. When you would attack what was the cow's pen or their nest, so to speak, they would attack you. All the animals would just attack you if you harvested their base for resources. Now they'll run, from what it says. Certain animals will run. Now I'm imagining this alpha male being, he looks kind of beastly. He's not going to run. He's going to attack you. The regular male may attack you also, but I know the female and the younglings will run away more than likely unless you're attacking their young or attack them. So that's pretty cool. Deadly flora added. Okay, so watch your steps. So now you have to be more aware of where you're walking and where you're stepping, because there'll be a deadly plant life. So another great addition to the update, and a big one, was this terrain performance update. 4 times faster terrain generation, no more car trapping holes, increased visibility. So the former planet generation system would leave these huge gaping holes because it was trying to create caves and a cave system, and or just mining systems. So it really hurt the driving system when you made a mobile vehicle. You see, you can create these. You can create like super cool mobile vehicles. You can create mobile bases where you can actually sleep or craft. But it took the fun out, because as you were driving over the land, you would always fall in these holes. And in my upcoming video, because I'm gonna still put out some of the video before this update that I have left, where I created my vehicle and started creating my larger base, you'll see falling in the holes was very common. They had to create a winch and add it as an update, because your vehicle would fall in these humongous holes and be flipped over and you couldn't get it up. So they said they were going to fix that. And they said that's also why they had to wipe the servers. Their updates usually don't have wipes. They're trying to avoid wiping your content as much as possible so you don't have to rebuild, because you can really get in depth with the building. So they had to fix that with this one. Wipe and fix the terrain. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so defend yourself. Use improved assault rifle against dangerous animals. So in one of some of their weekly updates, they added, or I think the last big update, they added an assault rifle. You start with only a harvesting tool. It's like a terraforming tool, but it harvests as well. It's a funky, futuristic gun, but they added assault rifles because that tool, it's called the multi-tool, didn't do well against fighting animals or fighting the big rocky monster that hurls the boulders at you. So they actually implemented an assault rifle, but it still to me was weak. When you think of an assault rifle, it should have been mowing down these, well, I mean, they are aliens, they may be a little tougher than their Earth counterpart, but it still should have done more damage, and you could tell. It felt like you were just using another multi-tool that was just called an assault rifle. So I'm glad that they improved the assault rifle. I have to see how much though. Okay, so you can discover crash sites with previous loot and story bits. Okay, now that's a cool addition, and we've seen that in other games similar to other games like Osiris New Dawn with the crash sites. So, but that's cool. It'll be resources you can find without having to harvest them. And then new starting biomes. So they did fix some of the starting biomes, which is cool. You never knew where you started on the planet, and that's the dope. I think that's cool too. You never knew if you were starting in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. You were usually in the middle hemisphere, closer to the equator, but you never knew if you were more north or south. So you could start adventuring to find the new biome, to find new resources. And say you started in the north, but you headed south, you didn't know, and you might walk for thousands of kilometers and never find anything. And if you just went north, you would have been right with the new resources. So I think they're gonna help with that. Okay. So it says update Planet Nomads and enjoy the difference. Crane balls. That's the name of the devs. So hope you'll enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed creating the update, knowing we were making it for one of the most unbelievable gaming communities. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Oh, and if you haven't yet, now would be a good time to make that review of Planet Nomads here and vote your thumb. All right, I'll do that. So here's a complete list of the changes, and I'm just gonna note and highlight some of the ones that I'm gonna highlight some of the most notable ones from my playing experience. Removed holes from the terrain for better driving. As I was saying before, that's a huge improvement. Those holes really killed the driving experience, and then it got to the point where it's like, I'm just better off running and using my rocket pack than driving. So, okay, added a data pad with information on blocks, items, and animals. And I think that will help. You know how it is when you want to reference or look back or look up a type. Hopefully it'll give information on better ways to either attack an enemy or the use of certain animals, certain plants. So I like that, adding the data pad. They added 2 storylines from astronauts previously present on the very same planet. Okay, because you know it's early access, not a lot with the storyline, so they're developing that, so that's cool. Okay, they added an intro when you started the game. There was no intro, you kind of just jumped into it and you would read the loading screens. Now this one I'm interested in, added old saved games conversion into new ones. This was necessary with the planet generation change. This way at least materials from old saves is preserved for you. So to still at least have the materials so I can get right back into my rebuilding, that's a huge plus. That's a huge plus. Thank you, devs. They decreased the size of the planet to make the biome changes more dynamic. Okay, and the purified water requires carbon instead of herb. Okay, so these are the updates for Planet Nomads, and Planet Nomads is a really great game that I have enjoyed playing since I discovered it. So look into it. It's a great game on Steam. It's available right now and it's low. I think it's on like $20. But it's a great game and I really endorse it. And I don't get a sponsorship or anything. I really have enjoyed this game so far. So let me know how you feel about this game. Leave me comments. Let me know what you think about the 0.7 Planet Nomads update, the Awakening update. Let me know how you feel. Let me know about what you think and if you played it or if you're thinking about getting it. Okay. You Can't See Me, Planet Nomads 0.7 Awakening update. You know what else you must do above all things? Make your next move your best move, all right? Peace.
You can't see me. Let's go.
Thank you for checking me out at You Can't See Me TV. I'm UCANTCEEMEgamer. Please like and subscribe to stay updated and check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, peace.